The 49ers have an injury issue. So let me preface, I don't have a background in kinesiology, physiotherapy, athletic therapy. I don't have any knowledge of professional sports beyond growing up and playing sports currently and over the years. I don't know what it's like to play sports at a professional level. So I'm in no position to judge professionals who have an immense amount of knowledge about fitness, health, nutrition, helping pro athletes succeed at the highest level. I'm sitting behind a mic with a camera, with my nice computer here in my comfortable home. So I can't come out here and directly blame or attack people who have committed their life to learning about the body and understanding the mechanics of how different muscle groups move and how different joints work together and all that jazz, right? Besides a basic understanding, I don't really have much. With all that being said, it doesn't take Albert Einstein to look at very basic numbers and come to very basic conclusions. So I'll list you some stats, and then we can have a conversation and ask a question. All right? The 49ers, 6 of the last 7 seasons, the Niners have been a top 10 most injured team in the NFL. 2024 and 2020, they were the most injured team in the league. And 4 of the last 7 seasons, they've been a top 5 most injured team in the NFL. So again, I'm in no position to judge. Maybe I don't have a clue what it takes to be at the top and train these professional athletes who commit their everyday lives to staying healthy and preparing for a 17-game season plus the playoffs if necessary. And I understand injuries are a part of the sport. They're unavoidable. You can do everything possible during the offseason to take care of yourself, and you can still get injured because when you sign up to play football, especially at a professional level, and when you have a demanding schedule where you're playing sometimes 3 professional football games within a span of like 10 days, there's a chance you get injured, for sure. But to consistently be one of the most injured teams in the league, it baffles me. And ironically, since 2018, the one season where the Niners were healthy, in 2023, they made the Super Bowl. So injuries have held this Niners team back every single year besides 2023, which was an outlier, from being excellent, from winning a championship. Do the Niners have a strength and conditioning issue? And again, I hate to be that guy that calls out a strength and conditioning team because, again, I really don't have much knowledge about what it takes to do what they do. And I'm sure it is extremely difficult and there's a lot of pressure on them to be helping these athletes in the right way and putting them on the right path to success. But again, when you put up stats, like I just mentioned, for 6 of the last 7 years, you've battled injuries at a top 10 rate in the NFL, that sounds really, really concerning. To me, at least. I don't know. Does it sound concerning to you? Maybe I'm just crazy. And again, what's so ironic, from a media standpoint, we blame Brock Purdy for the disastrous season the Niners had last year, going 6-11, I think, right? He had nobody. He had no consistency in his lineup, no offensive line. Every single skill player had injuries. Almost every single defensive player had an injury. Hell, even the kicker might have had an injury. Like, this roster was so fragile. A gust of wind could have hit them, and they would have been injured. So, I really want to emphasize, again, I am in no position to make this judgment and be like, you're doing something wrong. Because I don't know. But one thing I do know is I've watched this franchise struggle with injuries for almost a decade now. And for it to appear as a pattern now in the stats, besides 2023 as an outlier, it is extremely concerning. And I am sure Niners fans are asking the exact same question year after year when their star players, when their role players, when third, fourth string guys are getting injured. It's like, what's going wrong? Is it really just the nature of the sport, the nature of the beast that is having our guys sitting on IR for half the season? Or hear me out, are we potentially doing something wrong as a team, as a coaching staff, as a strength and conditioning program? Are we falling short in some areas? I don't know. Maybe it's too out there. Maybe I'm becoming like a conspiracy theorist here. I have no clue. But to me, it just seems odd that for 6 of the last 7 seasons, the Niners have been a top 10 most injured team. How many teams can say that they've been that? I don't know.